Alright, this is set 3, paper 2. So let's continue. Question 1. You have a red question. 200 grams of cherries cost you $1.10, and what is the cost of 1.7 kg? So in grams and in kg, so logically 1.7 you will want to change it to grams. Big to small units you actually multiply by 1000. So 1, 2, 3, 1700 grams. Okay, let's start. 200 grams is $1.10, right? So just find for 1 unit, which is 100 gram. $1.10 divided by 2 is 0.55. Alright, so you have got 1700 grams. Now how did 100 become 1700? Multiply by 17 times. So the same thing, 55 cents, I'm going to multiply 17 times. I will get an answer, 935. So again, with your calculators, no workings is needed. Please don't do any workings here. Okay? Alright, question number 2. Now the average means per, of 6 number is 230. So let's find out the total of the 6 number first. We multiply them back, which will give us 1380. Now out of this 1380 total, one of the number is 165. So let's take away the 165, that number that we don't want, which leaves us with a total of 1215 for the other remaining 5 numbers. So the question is asking what is the average. We want to divide 1215. We're going to divide it by 5 numbers. Now you get an average of 243 as the answer. Okay. Alright, question number 3. See, if you remember what we have done in the last lesson on YouTube, we heard that with this word every, it reminds us of this topic called set. So every set consists of 5 slices and 2 slices free, right? So in fact, one set has got how many cakes? 7 cakes. 5 plus a 2 free. And this 7 cakes is not going to cost you 350 times 7, because remember the other 2 slices are free. So you actually only pay for 5 of the slices, which is $17.50. Okay. Now you want to get a total of 25. Can you buy a second set? A second set will be another 7 cakes, right? Yes, you can. So you just need to pay another $17.50. Can you buy a third set of 7 cakes? Yes, you can, because 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. Okay. Now, the problem now comes here. Can you buy a 4th set? You can't, because you have 25 cakes to buy only. So there's already 7, 14, 21. How many cakes left? You have 4 cakes more to buy, right? And this 4 cakes more to buy, any free? Nothing free, because you buy 5, then got free 2. So 4 slices, we're going to find how much is this 4 slices. It's going to add up to $14. Okay. Now, you have bought 3 sets plus 4 cakes. Let's find out 3 sets. How much is it? One set is $17.50. You manage to buy 3 sets of it, which gives you $52.50. And that's not it, Remember, you have to add the 4 extra cakes that you need to buy without any freebie. So $52.50 plus $14 will give you a total, the answer, $66.50. Alright, question number 4. You have a container with 20 marbles, and so I'm just going to do 20 marbles. Sometimes instead of drawing models, and with a container is 220. Now you have a same container, 65 marbles now, and they tell you it's 445 grams. So what is the mass of the container now? Before that, why don't we find out how much is the difference between 20 and 65? More marbles, of course, the weight, the mass will increase, right? So the difference must be 65 minus 20 will give you 45 marbles. And this 45 marbles, we can say that it is 445 minus 220. Because of the extra 45 marbles, there's an extra increase in the mass, which gives us 225 grams. Now, if 45 marbles is 225, let's always find out for one marble. 225 divided by 45, which will give 5 grams. Alright, makes sense? One marble is about 5 grams. So you have got 20 marbles in one of the container. Let's find 20 marbles will be 5 times 20, which is 100. So there's supposed to be only 100 grams, but why is it that there's 200 grams here? Because of the container, right? The container makes everything become heavier. So 220 minus the 100 gram, the 20 marbles, will give me the mass of the basket, which is 120. Alright, now question 5, I'm not going to waste time on it, but in actual fact, if you will actually be interested to know, this is about listing your common denominator, 5, 10, all the way, and then you have your 30, you have your packing it in 3 instead of 5, you will be packing in 3, 6, 9, 12. Alright, now look for a common denominator, a common factor, I mean. You will find that it's 30. Okay, and that's how many bags I'm going to leave you to find out on your own. Alright, I'm going to skip this because we have done this kind of question in SA1, so I'm not going to waste the time doing this again. We're going to skip to question number 6 instead. Alright, question number 6, we have a quadrilateral already. So let's read the English. Remember, don't jump straight to the picture. Use the English as a way to help you to highlight. Let's write down a clue. Let's help you to highlight and help you to draw. And also, one more thing, help the picture so the picture will help you later on. Okay, now A, B, C, D is a rhombus. So I have an A, I have a B, I have a C, I have a D. Rhombus means 4 equal sides. So see, I'm helping the picture. I'm drawing 4 mustaches there. And BCE is an equilateral triangle. Now, equilateral triangle would mean that I need to draw 3 mustaches, am I right? But the problem is because there's a rhombus beside it, and I've already used 1 mustache. Now, to denote a different number, I am going to use a double mustache instead to show that this is isosceles. Just showing that it's a different pair. Okay. One thing that I know about equilateral, there are 60 at each side. So what am I doing? I'm helping the picture. The picture is going to help me very soon. Why is it going to help me very soon? Because with a highlighter, I know there's a straight line here. Okay. Can I find BCD? BCD will be this angle that I'm just shaded, right? You saw a straight line and 180. The picture is now helping me back. Is answer 120. Okay, now write the number in again, picture, so the picture will help you back. Now if it's 120, you will also know that one big and one small angle makes up 180. So this is a small, this is a big, 180. This opposite angle will also be 60. Alright, now the next question is asking for BAE. So I'm going to highlight BAE. I can't use a highlighter here, so in your paper you could use a highlighter to highlight. This is BAE, which I want to find out. BAE, the angle here that is shaded, is what I want to find. Okay, now this line and this line shows that it's isosceles triangle, right? Now you have this total combined angle of 120. So are you able to find out what is one part of it? Let me draw out so it's neater. The combined here will be 120, 60 plus 60. Alright, isosceles. So they are asking you what is the angle here. So part B, 180, because it's an angle in a triangle, minus 120 gives you 60. That's not it, right? Because the 60 is divided by 2 equal angle isosceles. So each side of the angle will be 30. Okay? Now, one thing to take note of, You notice for word problems, they are very cruel. They do not write the units out for you. You must write the units. A lot of you always love to forget the unit sign. Minus half mark if you do not write the angle unit. Okay. Question number 7. We have got this primary 5 and primary 6 students. You have 540 and they refer to primary 5 and primary 6. They visited a museum on Saturday. 283 of them were girls. The ratio of the number of primary 5 to the number of primary 6. P5 to P6 is 1:3. Now you notice I wrote a P in front because I just want to denote P as primary. I don't want to have this way, 5:6, primary 5:6 is 1:3. Looks very confusing because there are too many numbers. So I would prefer to have the letters to describe it instead. Okay. So you know that the total will be 4 units. Now this 4 units is, did they say how many total pupils there are? 540. And 1 unit will be 540 divided by 4, which gives 135. Okay, so here is 135. Now 3 units, I'm not sure. Let me find out how much is this 3 units. I'm going to write the total number. Okay, let's do a bit of mental sum. 405. So I have 405 here. Okay, now let's continue reading the story. 3/5 of the P5 students were girls. I saw the word of the P5 students. Let's write down the English. 3/5 of the P5. Now 3/5 of means times. How many students in P5? 135. I want to find out how many are these people. Okay, with a calculator. Is 81, and this 81 stands for girls in P5. Okay, how many P6 girls are there? Don't know, right? But let's fall back on this clue. 283 of them means everybody, were girls. So 283 is for all the girls, P5 and P6. I'm going to take away the 81 girls for P5. This is P5 girls. I will get the number for P6 girls. Okay, which will also be my answer as well. 202 as my answer. Okay. Alright, question number 8. Did I record? Let's move on to question 8. We have got 2 persons to 880 stamps. Each of them is going to give away an equal number. Ling had 1/5 of her stamps left. Okay, now the fractions tells a lot. Example, tell me how many units are left. How many units did she have at the beginning? So Ling says that only got 1 unit left, 1/5 left, right? So these are all that is left. Now, meaning to say, after you give away, how many units did Ling give away? If you have only 1 left and you started off with 5 units, that means you must have given away 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are all the given away. Okay, just understanding fraction. 1/5 left means you have 1 unit left out of the 5 units, meaning you have given up 4 units. What about Wei? Wei is going to have 1/3 left. Now, we don't know how big is this 3 units going to be because Wei and Ling's unit may not be the same. But we know that each of them has given out an equal number of stamps, meaning that what Wei has given out should be the same size as what Ling had. Same size. And if you have given 1/3 of it, meaning to say you have got 2 units given away, right? Because if you have 1/3 left, 2/3 will be what you have given away. So I'm drawing the 2 units, and these 2 units must be equivalent to the 4 units that was given by Ling. Why? Because each of them gave away equal number of stamps. Alright, now which leaves me with way with this unit that is left. Okay, 1/3 that's left. So you notice the one big unit doesn't mean the one big unit on top. Okay, now the total 880. Now big unit and small unit very hard to compare, isn't it? So what we could do is we can actually separate the bigger unit into smaller unit. Every one big unit there's a 2 unit on top. So I'm going to break it up. I'm also going to break it up here. Okay, so now it's all small units, easy. Now let's find out how many total units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 units. There were a total of 11 units at the beginning, and it's 880. So let's always find for 1 unit first. 880 divided by 11 is going to give me 80. Very nice number, means I'm on the right direction. Now how many stamps did both of them give away? Give away refers to the white color boxes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units were totally given away. So these 8 units will be 80 times 8, which will give me 640. 640. Alright. Question number 9. Question number 9. A basketball cost $50 and Dennis was given a 10% discount. Now, if you have a 10% discount, how many percent do you end up paying? You end up paying 90%. So we want to find out how much the person is paying, because he's only going to pay 90% of the $50. So let's put it in maths again. He's going to only pay 90% of the 50. By calculator, he only needs to pay $45. Okay? So that's for part A. Now for part B, you are going to add on a 7% GST, and how much did he pay in total? Okay, so let's find out how much is this 7% first. 7% off, or okay, why not let's do it in English way first. We want to find out how much is the 7% off the $45 first. On the discounted price is $45. So 7% is the same as 700 times 45. The number may look a little strange, but that's fine if it is 2 decimal places. So how much did he have to pay? Now $45 is the discounted price. He has to pay the GST, $3.15, 7%. He has to pay a total of 48.15. Okay, so percentage at this stage is quite easy. Please get it right and earn the marks. We're going to move on to question number 10. Okay, question number 10. Gabby receives a salary of $3,000 every month. She spends $450 every week. Now, if there are 4 weeks in a month, so 1 week you are going to spend $450, meaning for 4 weeks, which is 1 month, you are going to be spending $450 times 4, which will give you a total of 1,800. Now let's put it in English. This is what is being spent. Okay, now you earn a salary 3,000. So you have spent 1,008. So each month, how much did you actually get to save? Take away, right? You take away, you know this is the amount that you can save, and it is for 1 month. Alright, now the question is asking how many months will she take to save 1,800. So you have 1,800 that you want to save, and if each month you save only 1,002, let's find out how many months you get to save. So you divide with your calculator, you will find that she needs 15 months to save $18,000. Okay, question 11. Lisa and Max each had a roll of ribbon. They had the same length, and they cut their rolls into smaller pieces. Lisa is going to cut it into 6 centimeter long. So it could be 6, It could be 12. The ribbon could be 18. The ribbon could be 24. Sounds very familiar, right? This tactic, these steps, and go so on. Now, for Max is going to cut it at 10. So the ribbon could be 20. The ribbon could be 30. So he managed to cut 3 pieces. It could be 40 and so on. Alright. Now, notice a common factor again, 30. Alright. Now, let's assume that the ribbon is only 30 cm long. Alright, because it could be 30. Another common factor, you could end up with 60 as well, isn't it? You can go on and on, you could end up with 90. So we don't know which number is that. So we're just going to assume that it's 30 centimeters long. Okay. Now for Lisa, if it is 30 centimeters long and Lisa is going to cut it by 6 centimeters, she's going to cut 5 pieces out. For Max, if Max is going to have the same 30 centimeters, because they say both of the same length, and Max is going to cut it by 10, Max is only able to cut 3 pieces out. So far can understand, Alright, now, the difference, Lisa is able to cut 5, Max is able to cut 3 only. It makes sense because Lisa cuts it by smaller bits. So she's able to make 5 pieces. Max can only make up to 3 pieces. So, the difference is 5 minus 3 equals to 2. So, for every 30 centimeter of ribbon, there's going to be a 2-piece difference between the two of them. Okay? Now, the thing is, the question says, Lisa actually had 16 more pieces. Instead of 2-piece difference, they actually had 16-piece difference. One person had 16 more than the other. So instead of 30 centimeter, I know every 30 centimeter there will be 2 pieces difference. What about if it's 16 pieces difference, which is what the question wants? It will be, you see how the 2 becomes 16, we multiply by 8. So how did 30 becomes the number that we want to find? 30 times 8 will be 240. So I'm very sure that the ribbon is 240 centimeter long. Because if it's 240 centimeter long, then there will be 16 pieces difference between the two of them. Okay? So the answer is in centimeter. You want it in meters. 240 centimeter, we want to change it to meter. Small to big, we divide by 100. Centimeter and meter is 100, 2.4 is the answer. Okay, the trouble part may come in here that you're trying to understand. Okay, so if you would like, you can take some time to digest this part here. It's a bit of English. Question 12. Now you have a rectangular tank filled with water to a height of 40 centimeter. So at this stage, we always like to do something, right? Let's find out the volume. 55 times breadth times the height, which is 40, which gives us 44,000 cube centimeter. Alright, now the answers is to be in liters. So we're going to change everything from cubic centimeter all the way to liters. So let's change it back to milliliters first. And from milliliters, let's change it back to liters. Small to big, divide by 1000. 1, 2, 3, 44 liters. So the volume of the water in the tank will be 44 liters. Okay. Now let's continue the story. Mr. Lim is going to use all the water in the tank to fill up some jugs and bottles. So she's going to use all the 44 to fill up the jugs and bottle. In the end, he used up 3 times as many jugs as bottle. Jugs is going to use up to 3, whereas for bottle, he's going to use up to 1. Okay? Okay, now, 44 liters is going to be shared with the jugs and the bottles. So we want to find out how many jugs and bottles he had used, but we only know that there are 3 times the number. Okay, now if there are only 3 times the number, meaning to say that for every 9 liters, how do I get 9 liters? Because if I use 3 jugs, I must only be using 1 bottle. So 3 jugs, 9 liter. 1 bottle, 2 liters. Okay, so that means if I've used 3 times as many jugs as bottle, I must have used up 9 liters to fill up for every 2 liters of bottles. Let me repeat one more time. I've used up 3 jugs, I will only be using 1 bottle. I use 6 jugs, I will be using only 2 bottles. So in this ratio form, jug, I must have used up 9 liter for every bottle of 2 liter. Okay, because I've used 3 jugs, I've only used 1 bottle. 3 times as many jugs as bottle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a total of 11 liters is being filled each time, and they are all together 44 liters. Divided by 11, I will actually got 4. Okay, 4, 4, 4, and 4. How many jugs did I use? 4 times 3 equals to 12. So I've actually used up a total of 12 jugs.